Hi guys, this is the time my family and I fought back against the avoidance. So they were living here for, I want to say this was about like 6, 7 months at the time. And we were walking on eggshells around these people constantly. We were letting them adjust. We were being nice. We knew they were coming from a new environment or into a new environment, but they weren't really being fair to us. They didn't really adjust to us. And one of the big things was they felt like she felt like her son didn't have to share. Anytime there was an issue of sharing coming up, there would be a temper tantrum. He would throw himself down on the ground, he'd kick my stuff, and it would be a whole thing. And then I'd get yelled at for like, how dare you try to make him share? I'm like, I gotta try to keep the rules here consistent. Otherwise, it's gonna be a problem and we're gonna be all be raising psychopaths. So it was around Christmas time and her son was obsessed with my middle guy. So they're at the kitchen table and they're writing out their Christmas lists. Now, her son had a bag brimming full of markers, right? Like there must have been at least like 20 or 30 markers in there. My son was using a pen and he goes to the little boy and says, "Hey, can I get a marker?" Little boy looks at him and says, "No, you'll ruin it." Now, this didn't sit with me. So I looked at the avoidant because we were with earshot of this. Like, oh, he's just very particular about his markers. And sometimes your kids don't put caps back on things. Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's weird. Like, he's got like 20 or 30 markers. He could share one. I'll remind my son if it's an issue to put the cap back on the marker, but this is nuts. Okay. So that instance moves along. Her little boy still writing his Christmas list. My daughter comes downstairs and she starts wanting to write her Christmas list. She asks the little boy, again, who has 20 or 30 markers, "Hey, can I get a marker? Would that be cool?" Like, meanwhile, like my kids, like, we're sharing our stuff. We've opened up our home to these people through chargers, hoodies. Like, we're sharing everything. We can't get a marker. So, so, um, my daughter asked for the marker, couldn't get a marker. I look at the avoidant like, this shit again. So she gets up, she gives my daughter a marker, which instantly DEFCON 5. This little boy throws himself down on the ground, starts kicking my stuff, doing the Yosemite Sam brat bounce, like jumping up and down, stomping his feet as he comes down. I'm like, dude, this is over. This is over one. This is over one marker. So she takes the little boy upstairs. It's like upstairs bathroom to try to calm him down. Now he's hooting and hollering the whole time. Here's the thing, like the acoustics in my upstairs are not great. So you really have to be loud for us to hear you downstairs. And she's in the bathroom, closed door. We hear this little boy screaming, "I hate it here. I hate sharing." And then he starts screaming my daughter's name. "I hate her. I hate," like over a marker. My daughter's hearing this. She's standing next to me in the kitchen, and I see her start to get real small. I see her start to shrug her shoulders. She gets a little tear in her eye, and she's like, I can give him the marker back. Like this isn't a big deal. Like I'm really sorry." And I looked at her at that moment. I'm like, enough is enough. Okay. I am not raising victims here. I am raising gangsters. I look down at her, seeing like, wow, a man's yelling at you and you're going to have to cater to this? No, not on my watch. This little boy needed a lesson. So I know that this boy really loved Roblox. Hates sharing, love Roblox. At that moment, I went up the street to the drugstore. This was late, so thankfully this was like one of those drugstores open late. I bought there were there were 6 kids in the house. I bought 5 Roblox gift cards. I woke up her daughters, gave them the Roblox gift cards, made sure to say, "Hey, this is for sharing. You are such a good." Then I started giving the cards out in front of him to my kids. I said, "Since you were such a good sharer, this is what you get." Walk out of the room, not giving the little boy a card. Avoidant follows me into a room and goes, "What the hell was that?" And I was like, "Oh, what the hell was that?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "He's screaming at the top of his lungs how much he hates it here and how much he hates my daughter, like at the top of his lungs. Like, I can't have this. Like, you should be mortified. Her first reaction, especially at any time her son did something out of line, oh, he didn't do that. And I came back with, yes, he did. The entire house heard it. And then once I started presenting the evidence too, I'm like, we heard this. This went on. This was crazy, yada, yada, yada. Her defense, I don't feel safe here. I'm like, what do you mean you don't feel safe here? Like, I'm just offering, like, I just want everybody to share and be like decent human beings to each other. So she scooped up her children who were sleeping and went to her mother's house, all because, all because her son didn't want to share a marker. This is the crap that I had to deal with. Let me know if you had crap like this too. Follow for more cool stuff at the store.